And there you see it. Welcome back to the wonderful last chapter of the number 2.
Ta-da!
Did I not promise you an exciting visual demonstration of the number 2? And there you have it. The number 2 in all its glory. Let us hear it for the wonderful number 2.
Yay! Hey, smashing demonstration, Grover.
I know exactly what is going to happen.
You do?
Yes,
What?
I can predict it. Well, first you're going to say,
Oh, that letter H. Letter H remind me of honey cookies and hazelnut cookies.
That voice coming out of you?
and then you're going to say,
And letter H remind me of heavenly heart-shaped homemade cookies hot from oven. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, this talk of cookies make me hungry. Me can't help myself. Yum, 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 yum.
oh no, I ate the letter of the day.
Me told you me no eat letter of day.
Pardon me.
Get the feeling out there. LTJ Booger. In the mix, in the mix, in the mix. Step up to welcome, get your fix. Whatever the beat, that man get beat, again. Oh, still remix. What's going on? What's going on? Take a look around. Mix it up. Gonna wake you up. Check it down. Shake that bar. Freaky girls, tear it up. shit.
I'll speed things up before I slow them down. What do you see on this screen that's going on? You may be thinking, one thing is I'm not breaking the wall. I'm not going for full combos. I'm staying in relatively the same spot, which is just about under the time. And I'm only using certain buttons. So there's that. And there's a rhyme and reason to this, which I will explain later. But I think for now, visually, it's best to look at it sped up so you can see those patterns and that spacing from afar before I start explaining it closer. But for now, I just want you to take a look at what's going on and where Baiken is placed and where I want my opponent generally. Let's get into this. Alright, what happens here? You see that? Let's go back. Alright, Kabari. It's blocked. What's happening right there? That looks like your Hoover Max Pro 2000 edition model. Isn't that great? That's looking good. Yeah. See that? Bam. Right there. Let's do it again. 2H. Right? Kabari. Hoover Max Pro 2000. Right there. He wants to throw that poke out, which low profiles mostly everything, but not this. At least not right now. It's like a whiff punish. Bam, got him. Bam, he's gonna eat another one. Alright, now let's look at this. Let's do another one. And pay attention to this part here too. Look how close I am. Far slash, right? Alright, let's see, far slash. Now he's doing faultless, so that's gonna push me back even further. 5H, look how far back I am. Way past the time clock. You always want to be under that time clock. When you're in the corner, that's where you want to be, right under the number. But look at that, you see that? Get over here. See that? Look at that. Now they're going to counter react with 6P. What goes under 6P? Right there, with punish. Bam. Hit him. Kabari. Same side. Bam. All right, let's look at the Axel. Let's look at this. All right, bam. Look at that. 2H. See, look how far it goes back. 2H. Even just the act of doing Kabari, it pushes her out right under the time clock. Boom. And look at that. That hits him. So of course that's going to bring them in. Now I don't want the knockdown. I want my mix right here. This space is all I want right there. That's all I'm looking to get. All right. So I'm going to push him back. I'm going to build some meter. All right. Look at that. Now look at this. Come on. So sometimes you have to let it rip. And that's okay because I got the meter for it. I'm going to keep it going. And look at that. 5H. Look how far back I am. And I know I'm far. That's why I'm going to let that roll out. Bam. And then he's doing the right thing. Right? And I'm punishing him for it. He's doing the optimal thing. You want to 6P that. Bam. Right there. So let's look at that in real time. Oh, it's slowed down anyway. Bam. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit further. Push me out. Boom. Whiff punish. And there we go. All right, let's do this. Same thing. So sometimes I'll use 2S to get me a little bit out that range. It all depends if they're using faultless. Boom. But I just want to be a little bit under either the hearts or where the time clock is with them in the corner. So see? Now, if I had let that rip, I could have possibly whiff punished, but it's okay. So I don't think people are aware just how far 2H goes. Look at that. Bam. Right there. Look, got him caught up in 2. Caught up in 1, 2. See? Same thing. Boom. Go back. Bam. Look at that. Get over here. Look at that. Look at that. Same thing. Now that one actually goes under, but it's happy chaos. Are we surprised? Let me hit him. Hit him. Boom. Boom. But you see that? Look. I'm conditioning them to react this way. I'm conditioning them. So when I do it again, I'm getting them used to ducking because they know, like they want to try to counteract with their fastest button, which is going to be something like a 2K. So boom, right? Boom. And I'm gonna go over Yozansen. Bam. Just look at that in real time too. Oh, it's slowed down as well. Right? Right over. Let's look at this. Right over. You're making them get accustomed to ducking in that situation. You see, you get them used to that. You get them used to that. You have to condition them, and it's all about getting them to be conditioned. All right? You want to condition them. Because this is the thing. Once you're under here, you can do a 2H. So a lot of them are afraid of standing because they don't want to get clipped by 2H. You can't really tell if 2H will come out or if Yozansen's going to come out. Because you can do 2H from, obviously, from 2. And you can do Yozansen from 2. So you can't really tell. One's an overhead and one's going to hit your feet. So you don't know what's going to come. So they're going to, for whatever reason, they're going to go with the safest option and hit 2K. They're not going to hold back and they're not going to try to always 6P. You just go right over it. This is just like a 9 Yozansen right here. So that's just a raw 9 Yozansen. There we go. All right, let's see. What else we got? Similar thing. Just going right over them. Bam. All right, let's see what we got. So this is, I haven't done this as much as I want to, but you can, I'm going to just let it rip. Here we go. Boom. Yeah. Deflect shield, which will push them back. I haven't been able to experiment with this much. You're obviously going to have to commit to it, right? You're going to push them back. So I do want to play around with that, but because I'm usually so confident at this point, they want to retaliate right here. They always want to retaliate. They're either going to, like, once you bring them in, right? Which right here, you can 2H. You can 2H, or you could Yozansen, right? Or you could do nothing, or you could far slash. Usually they want a 6P, but they know 2H. Eventually they'll know 2H is going to beat that. They might duck, but they know Yozansen is going to get that. So they do nothing, which means I can far slash right back into it again. Far slash in, or do 2S in the 2H. And keep them in this little position right here. This is what I want, okay? And I want to keep this over and over and over again. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's, yeah. That's what makes me happy when I play this character right now. But hopefully that helps. I don't know. But stay under the time clock. Get them in the corner. Use Kabari. So you want to use these buttons to get you out of range. The most important thing is that when you're close, you want to make sure that, here we go. Let's see if I can find some examples. Let's go back here again. Where are we? Now they're using faultless defense. Let me get one without it. Because you see how far that brings you back, which is good. Which is good because you can still bring them in if they aren't using faultless right there. But let's see. Here we go. I believe this is the one. So let's look at this. See, I'm too close. I'm too close right here. See this? I'm too close. I'm too close. I have to let that rip. I have to. Because if I were to just go into neutral, if I just let that go, just a raw Kabari, no follow-up, I'm gonna eat damage. So I have to let that rip. I have to have the meter, and then to keep it going. And then I'm gonna hit the buttons I need to hit. I'm gonna hit 2 far slash, or close slash, far slash, 5H. See how far I'm out? See, look how far. Look at that. Safety. Right under the time clock. Then I'm gonna hit it. Bam, and he wants the 6P. But he's not realizing that this button is pushing. 5H is great because it pushes you out, and then when you go straight into Kabari, it's right there. Bam, you're out of range. You're back to being safe, right under the time clock. Baiken needs to know what time it is all the time. And I whiff punish that. Bam, boom, right there. Now over here, back to the Dizzy example, right? She's using faultless some of the way. She does it, and it's possible I could have got in there, but I think that I need to be a little closer, more under, like straight under the time clock, and I could have followed up. But it doesn't matter because like I said, a lot of people aren't aware just how far. Look at that. Look at that range. Bam. It's amazing. So again, you want to make sure you're using these buttons to get you out of dodge. You always want to be under this. You want to be under here. You don't want to be too close. Not for too long. Get a little further back and then start it over again. So here's another thing too. They have to be here. They have to be here. Because if you're just holding up, the frames you need to be in, just to hold up, you could get hit with this. You can get clipped with 2H trying to jump out of it. So it's like 2H glues them to the floor, and there's not much they can do. They kind of have to deal with it. So they're always trying to counter you, but then you just condition them to trying to counter you all the time. And with that, it opens up more opportunities for Yozansen and a bunch of other stuff. So, but yeah, I hope that helps. This is more of a, I don't know what you want to call it. It's just how I play. It's what makes it fun for me. But I'll try to do more of this. I don't want to milk this too much. But hopefully this makes sense to you, and I enjoy you listening. I really do. All right, guys. Take care.